Growing up, all my extended family was in Seattle, and so we would spend Thanksgivings, Christmas, July 4ths, all in Seattle. And it was very important when my grandmother got older that she stayed in this home. This is where my grandfather and my grandmother both lived. It's where my dad grew up, and there's just a lot of memories in this house. My grandmother is a very family-first person. She really was the centerpiece of our entire family. Just liked being around family and being around people who loved her and loved each other. So we told ourselves that we were going to do everything we could to keep her in this house as she got older. And what we realized is that became more and more of a challenge.
I found a caregiver just to be here a few hours, to come in and make, say, fix breakfast for her. And that worked okay, but then after a while I noticed that there were concerns about accountability, reliability, people coming and staying at the time that they were supposed to stay.
I think the scariest thing for any family, and unfortunately it did happen to us a couple times, is when your loved one is home alone and you think somebody's in the home and they're really not. Those are the kind of issues that I knew every other family that was dealing with this had to go through, and it wasn't right. It just was not the way that home care should be.
My son came in he was asking a lot of questions all the time about, well, how could I help remedy that? And so I said, well, first thing is that I set up a sheet of all the things I wanted them to do. And so a checklist.
That checklist became really the foundation for HomeHero. And I got really, really good at finding and screening these caregivers for my dad. And then once we found a good caregiver, we thought that our job was over. But managing that care, especially from far away, was even harder. So what I did, and this was a fun challenge for me as an engineer, was I built this automated clock-in system for my dad. And he would get a text message every time they clocked into the shift via the landline. And we used the landline so we knew they're actually in the home. And then he would get a text message when they clocked out. And then from there, I set up an automated payment system working in payments. This was a very easy thing for me. And that way the caregivers, there was a lot of transparency as to when they were in the home, and they would get paid a lot faster. And so this cut down on a lot of the trust issues and making sure they were in the home. It's funny, we just passed the 1 million hour mark, which was a huge milestone for us. We've actually provided 1 million hours of care to families all across LA. And I love the stories that I've heard, and I've just been really, really touched and moved by all the families that we've been able to help. But none matter more to me than my own grandmother. And it's just a reality. Being able to help my dad and give him more flexibility in his life and help the quality of life for my grandmother was the most rewarding thing. It's really freed up my father to follow more of his own passions. He's writing a book now, and he wouldn't have been able to do that if he didn't have these awesome caregivers in the home helping my grandmother. And it's really just increased his creativity, and he's doing a lot of work around the house, and he's working in the garden. He remodeled the basement. Part of that's because he doesn't have to have the responsibilities of taking care of my grandmother anymore. And the interactions that he does have with her are more human ones. They're not personal hygiene and bathing and clothing. He's actually talking to her, and he's able to actually be a son again. So those are the things that are important to all of us. At HomeHero, there's nothing we care about more than connecting families with the level of care they deserve. It has made a tremendous difference in the lives of my family, and I'm confident we can do the same for yours. HomeHero is the fastest, most affordable way to find quality in-home care for seniors.